Greetings, goblins and Geist.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Blake.
And welcome to
The Cloudpost.
So today we are back shuffling up some new Standard.
Standard is finally here with the Dominaria United, and we got some goodies.
Yep, and
finally.
This is a brew of Blake's.
Yeah, it's a brew of mine. I led me some Superfriends, and it seems that Bant was the best color for it. Only because there's some cool cards I wanted to play with, like Broker's Ascendancy and Urza Assembled Titans, and we'll talk about those in a moment. First off, though, we got some new brews.
Yeah, it is a brew and brew.
It's called Mountain Water. It's by a brand called Highwire, and it is a good brew. It's really simple, light, and refreshing.
Absolutely.
And it's basically like a seltzer.
Yeah.
But it's not a seltzer. It's still an ale.
Yeah. So let's crack them.
Crack them. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck at the games. It's refreshing.
Absolutely.
Something you want like on a summer day.
Yeah. And it's tail end of summer as we're bringing this to you, so it's perfect. But we always do, whenever we have these light, refreshing treats, we ask that you subscribe to the Cloudpost.
Yeah, and you like our
video.
Yeah. You like the video. I was gonna say, and you like our refreshing treats, but they don't get those, unfortunately.
Well, at least we tell you what they are, so you can find them.
We can pour it on the camera, see if they like it.
Just pour it straight on the webcam. Yeah.
Starting with the deck, we got just cut it from right there. Starting with the deck, we got March of Otherworldly Light.
Oh yes.
You know what it does. I got the cool art going on here. Fantastic exile. And to make it cost less, exile permanents.
Yeah.
It saves the day when you're playing aggro.
Yeah.
Really what it's
got to interact in the early game. Other early game plays, you've got Fateful Absence.
That's really for the Planeswalkers as well, in case you happen to play against Planeswalkers, which surprisingly I haven't played against a lot of them. A little bit of Lily here and there, but that's really it. I got it for my new favorite card.
Oh yeah.
I love this. Thank you, Dom, for giving us some cool uncommons. Yeah,
this is a sweet card, so there's a lot going on with it, but if you remember from an old set, I believe it was the original Zendikar block that we got Explore for the first time.
Yeah, Explore.
Which was 2 mana sorcery and green. It was draw a card and you can lay an extra land. This is similar to that, but it's a little more balanced. Yeah, it is kind of better.
It's better because the scribe, but that makes it blue. The blue part of it is cool.
Right. So yeah, on the baseline, this is a 2 mana instant to scry 2 and draw a card.
Yep.
But if you pay 3, then you get that Explore ability tacked on.
Play a free land, and that really, really helps in this deck if you want to kind of keep up with the competition with the aggro and stuff.
Yeah, easy 4-up for this deck. It's kind of like it's like a bread and butter synergy card.
Helps you dig, helps you get land. What can be better than that?
No, it's a sweet card.
It's too good.
Yeah, people are going to find an excuse to play this in Standard, so you'll see it. Now, Blake is also adding a really cool twist to this because this is Superfriends.
It is Superfriends, so this first ability for this enchantment absolutely does nothing. Well, it does because you can make tokens with your Superfriends. You can make tokens. And that does matter later on, but really just getting an extra loyalty counter, the card is fan.
Yeah, at the beginning of each end step. So it's funny, this card, obviously it's been in Standard for a minute from New Capenna, but I always just associate it as one of the biggest bomb rares in the draft format. Yeah. Like if you play against this in draft, it is really hard to overcome.
Let's get all your +1/+1 counters.
Every instep and just across the board. But yeah, very interesting take on using that loyalty counter each turn at your instep for your planeswalkers. Pretty huge. And of course, these are not legendary enchantments.
You can have multiple on the battlefield. I only put 3 in the deck though, because they do get a little clunky at some point.
Sure.
Could probably run 4 if you wanted to. Have 4, but I just felt it best.
Yeah,
the deck is hard to put. It's hard to take anything out of or put anything in for unless you're sideboarding. I haven't even made just for 1-up. So
yeah,
super good card.
And then you start getting into like the main amount of your drops in the deck, which are bigger drops.
Yeah, so you are playing. Don't really have many creatures, and the creatures you do have, you can just destroy anyways.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. Depopulate. The only downside of this card is that they can draw a card if they have.
Still, they draw 4 mana, destroy all creatures. Yeah. Yep.
By the time
you're playing 4.
Gotta run 4.
Yeah.
If there's a better board wipe, tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and you'll see we have others for standard. Yeah. But now we get into some of the Walker choices. You're going to do 3 Wandering Emperor.
Everybody knows how amazing this card is. It's undeniably, and the removal spell as well. Yeah. So I run the sheet, the number 1 Walker in here with 3 copies. So she got 3 copies. If you don't know what she does, you haven't been playing Magic at all. The card is taken over.
It's everywhere.
It's taking it over.
Yeah, super flexible. The whole mechanic that they added to her of the flash.
Yeah, flash cat doing instant speed
Yeah,
stuff. It's
yeah.
like, whoa.
Super cool. So then you're running some of these Teferis.
Yeah, we got 2 Teferis. He does some cool stuff. You don't see him often in the standard format, but he might be in like some Esper control deck or something. Or blue-white control as well. +1, choose up to 1 target artifact, creature, tap them. Tap them if you like gain 2 life, which that 2 life actually matters.
Absolutely.
The -2 is to look at the top 3, pick 1, put the rest in the bottom cards. And the -7, which honestly can happen in this deck, is get an emblem with untap all permanents you control during each opponent's untap step, and you draw a card during the draw step.
Yeah.
You like copy their turn, like basically get their turn as well.
But I mean, just to give people an idea, I mean, normally this is a -7 to get that emblem, and it comes in at 4, so you could, in theory, have it at 5. But if you had a Broker's Ascendancy, I mean, yeah, within 1 or 2 turns,
it's already up.
You're ready to get the emblem. But
very easy.
This card's pretty flexible. We just tested a little bit before we fired this video for you guys, and we got to play this. And yeah, when you can protect it, it's great. It's good.
It helps you dig from walkers as well,
right?
Which the other walkers will survive.
Yeah.
We're on to Ajani here.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Different. He's playing for 3, which is cool. +1 is perfect for.
Because it is a planeswalker.
That's like the reason to play is just the +1. There's 3 mana and having that ability every turn.
Yeah,
very good.
So then, and the completed does change his starting loyalty, correct?
Yeah. So if you do pay him for 3, comes in it, which doesn't really matter because this card is really just an enchantment, kind of get more walkers to your hand.
Yeah.
If you happen to pump him up to get him to ult, I've never actually seen what he does as an ult. I mean, I know what it does,
right?
But I've never seen how powerful that can be.
Yeah.
The other thing I have used, honestly, the -3's been phenomenal.
Because sure, once you have enough creature tokens.
Yeah, if you just make 1 token, you just give 1 token 3 counters.
Yeah. Whoa. And vigilance.
That's scary. That's very scary. That has actually won me games, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
So honestly. 2 sleeper agents.
I feel like he's got some weird art because he doesn't look super Phyrexianized.
Right.
So that's the only complaint I have with him.
Yeah, well, it's weird because they're calling him the sleeper agent, so it's like he's in double agent mode or something, right?
Yeah,
like
well,
people don't know that he's a traitor yet.
Yeah, lore wise, he's a sleeper agent, just like Russian sleeper.
Right.
And Vulcan somehow kills Jaya. So it's like weird though, because it's like, well, how is he a sleeper agent? Did he not look Phyrexian? Like he's just walking around looking like a normal cat,
right?
You know, but I guess some other arts of him that I've seen have him like flesh ripping open. He's getting
in arena that the avatar in the load screen. Yeah,
but I just wish the art did a little bit better job of showing off Phyrexianized.
Right.
Tamiyo would be looking crazy,
right?
You know. But moving on to the next one.
Yeah, so now we're in 5-drop territory. We're going to be running 1 Elspeth.
This one I just put in the deck. I took out one of the Karns because the Karn just insane. Yeah, I expected it to, but like, what else do I put in? Oh yeah, there's Elspeth. I like her for her +1 if you do get tokens in the. Weird though, kind of just like, she kind of dirtles a little. If you can alter, you just get that. That's a win. But and she's not far from the ult. Kind of that's what she's making for. Here for it is to make tokens.
Yeah, if you plus twice, you can cash in for the angels.
She's for tokens, and honestly, I put her in for the lifelink count.
Yeah,
that's
smart. Yeah. So you're going to run one of those.
Just one.
You're running, how many is this Urza? 2 of the Assemble the Titans.
Yeah, 2 of these. I love the art for this one.
Absolutely.
We might get an Urza.
Oh.
Yeah. But read ahead. That's super cool because you pick whatever.
Cool new mechanic, yeah.
And the top one, Scry 4, if you're really struggling to find your Planeswalkers, which shouldn't be.
Or like a Wrath.
Top card of your library. Planeswalker, you put it in your hand. Cool. Second one, just put a Planeswalker on the battlefield. No Planeswalker I have is less than 6 or more than 6 mana.
Yeah, which that's good because you're still, even though you're reading ahead, you're still getting this next trigger.
Yeah, and the next trigger is you can activate abilities twice if you're playing, which is insane.
Absolutely.
All right.
No one's gonna argue with that.
Nobody's gonna be upset.
This is a super cool card for this.
It's just a Superfriends card, and I love that. It's got the flavor for it. It's got the flair. Honestly though, like I want to see.
I mean, the art basically has like a Justice League going on at the top.
Yeah, it does have the Justice League. Yeah. Pretty cool card though. I'm really excited to play this more often. I don't draw it many times. Yeah. It might perform well when I do get it, but I wouldn't know. I've only had it drawn once.
Yeah.
And I played this deck several times.
Also, is this like a Phyrexian symbol in the middle?
Yeah, he's like fighting something in front of him. I don't know.
Crazy.
Super cool. Moving on.
Yeah, so we're going to be running 2 Wrenn and 7.
2 Wrenn and 7. This card's phenomenal and actually wins most games.
Yeah, you and I both love this Planeswalker, but yeah, I mean, how many times have we said on this channel that a Planeswalker with 4 loyalty abilities is got to be pretty good?
It's not fair.
I mean,
it's too good.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, I feel like when I've been around with you playing the deck, most of the time it's a great stabilizer because you comes in on 5 and then you just do the -3 typically, so that you have a blocker.
Yeah, and it's a fat blocker at that point. It's at least a 5/5.
At least a 5/5, and then if you get to basically untap with it from there, yeah, just so much utility.
Yeah, so much utility. Getting all your lands in the field or just having to get more to your hand is always clean. I've actually never ulted.
I have not either.
You get an emblem, you have max hand size. Not insanely powerful, but good if you happen to get the extra.
Yeah, I mean,
and just crack it. Why not?
It does mean that in the event that someone kills your Broker's Ascendancies or obviously your Planeswalkers, then they're coming back. It also counts lands. I mean, you're a very permanent heavy deck, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad emblem. It's just not the best emblem.
Right.
Still love the card though. The Tree Folk are too.
Yeah, they're great win cons. So you have 2 Wrenn and 7, and you are running 2 Tamiyo that we referenced.
The completed Sage. Now, the Tamiyo is fantastic, mainly because she can grab other Planeswalkers with her Neg-X ability.
Yeah.
Powerful. Also, she's tapped. She's like a pacify. Tap down opponent's creatures every turn. So they only have one big boy.
Yeah, if they only have one threat, then
you can just stop. You can just stop it every time. Just nope. Like What's the one? The heavy.
Oh, Shakedown Heavy?
Shakedown Heavy, yeah. I had a game with that, and I was like, this card does nothing.
Right.
Like, I just tapped it down the whole time, and I was like, well, good luck.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was able to get her ultimate. Sadly, not an emblem.
Right.
It's kind of weird that it's not an emblem. I'm like, all right. But that's a really powerful...
Yeah, the notebook. Yeah, but it is kind of... They're trying... You can kind of tell, I guess, they're trying to balance a little more with some Planeswalkers, because, I mean, it's not an emblem.
That would be... She's already really, really...
Yeah. You got 2 Tamiyos.
And also, just to point out, it's her Neg-X is target non-land permanent. You can also get a Broker's Ascendancy.
Yeah, super cool. Which, yeah, that's kind of even what we were talking about with Wrenn and 7, is you have your kind of permanent heavy deck, because you're Planeswalkers, and then you got 3 enchantments.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, super cool.
Moving on to the next one.
Yeah, so now we're going into
6 drops, which are not really necessarily 6 drops.
Right,
so
6 and 7.
Yeah.
But
Leyline Binding, if you don't know what this card does, you do now, because it is insanely powerful. Flash enchantment card. And for this deck, it's almost always 3 mana, which for other decks is even better.
Yeah.
But a Flash Oblivion Ring is what it really is.
Right.
A Flash Oblivion Ring is powerful.
Absolutely.
Never going to complain with that.
I mean, standard, when we were in Amonkhet, played Cast Out. Obviously, that had the cycling flexibility, but I'm pretty sure there was an Ixalan standard 4 mana Oblivion Ring ability that people played. Ixalan's Binding, I want to say.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so people play these in standard. I mean,
they're insane.
An all-encompassing removal spell. But yeah, this one's interesting because Domain is back. So, this being a 3-color deck, we'll get into the mana base, but you're going to have Forest, Plains, and Island. So, this is 3 mana.
Definitely going to happen. Moving on to the next card.
Yeah.
Moving around.
3 mana.
I gotcha. You got Farewell. It's another board wipe, and you need it in the deck because it's really hard to play against aggro with this. You don't have board wipe. And this one is fantastic. The thing I don't say when you play it is time. You need to for whatever reason. Do not exile graveyards. Tamiyo will pull a Planeswalker back in the graveyard.
I can see that, unless they're a very graveyard synergy.
Yeah, if they're playing Reanimator, get rid of it. So,
but yeah, this exiling is just so huge because a lot of the time, if they're just getting out onto the board in front of you and you ramp into this, you can do of course with your joint explorations and what have you.
Yep.
But yeah, whenever you get this down, exiling the creatures that are on the board almost accomplish what you're implying with the graveyard. Like if they already have a Tenacious Underdog out, it's getting exiled from the board.
Yeah.
So
it's getting exiled from the board exactly.
Yeah.
So you get rid of it. And the last thing we have in the deck is Bird Migration, which is a really cool card. It's really just a...
And you're playing 2 of these. These are great, though.
It's a cool card. You get this cycle it pretty much, discard it, and you basic land, put it in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Or not, sorry, put it in your hand.
Put it in your hand and game
not that
through.
good.
Not that good. But yeah, it's that early game, you're going to take your lumps in the early game with this deck. It's just what it's designed to do. This is pretty much a mid-range control deck, so
very true. Seeing this real quick, I'm actually gonna edit the mana base real quick. Because I'm like, okay,
we're gonna do this with you guys because we discussed this.
Might as well have another color here. We might as well throw headquarters kind of thing.
Another Tri-land.
Yeah, so we can take one of the Yamavali Coast, or the Adakar Waste. Actually, take out the Adakar Waste, and go ahead and pop in one of the what's the Esper land.
Yeah, we definitely need white sources if you're taking out your.
Yeah, we're gonna put the white, blue, black one in. Popular color deck. And blue are the same. I have plenty of. I got you, bud. Give me this. Give me this. Gonna make it real quick. Prayers. Bam. And the Esper Fiend's Tower. The 2 Fiend's Tower. This way we can get some other things for cheap. Should I run one of the other ones? I feel like it's your call.
Yeah, well, you only trim 2, so yeah, I mean, that's...
All right. If you guys think that's the wrong call, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we briefly kind of show you what we're doing with the mana base if you'd like.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm slacking today.
No worries.
Mana base is take a look at it here. We got 1 Eiganjo, 1 plains, 2 plains, 1 island, 1 Otawara, 1 Boseiju. We got all the good rare manas. 1 forest.
1 Adakar Wastes at this point. You're come on 3 untapped lands, the check lands, if you will. You got 4 of each.
These guys right here. It's the Overgrown Farmland because they can't see it. Our camera's gonna be in the.
Oh yeah, and we're doing 4 Dreamroot Cascade.
4 Dreamroots, green blues, 2 Yamavali Coast.
Yeah.
2 Rafine's Towers.
Yeah.
And 4 Spara Headquarters, and that's the mana base there. And that's gonna be it for that.
Yeah.
And that's the deck. If you guys like it, subscribe to it. All that jazz.
Yeah. Yeah. Let us know ways we can improve in the comments. We did this a while back for you guys, but we had someone comment asking for the deck list in the description. Hey, maybe you don't have time to watch us, tell you why we're doing these choices. We have accommodated that. So if you do comment, we will read it and we will take action. So
Absolutely.
The deck list will be in the description. But yeah, catch us for the games.